something that happened in our household about a week and a half ago. Tabitha and I, my wife, we got our very first pet. It's turned out to be a bit of a vicious mongrel. We've got lots of issues with this pet. Have a look at the photo. Banjo is the name. Marama, he licks me all the time. He's shocking.
Yeah, well,
what do I do?
There's antiseptic on his tongue. Just let him lick it. It's okay.
Oh, okay, very good. On a serious note, though, this has been an issue, hasn't it? There have been over 12,000 ACC claims for dog bites in the last year, and the latest is a 5-year-old Gisborne boy hospitalised after 3 dogs attacked him. Before I got this dog, I'm pretty scared of dogs myself. So the question is enough being done to control dangerous dogs? I want to go around the panel and then into the audience. Parmjeet.
So it's really sad to see what has happened in this weekend, especially, and so many incidents with dogs. Local councils are responsible for dog registration and also monitoring complaints around dangerous dogs. So if you look at government, the Dog Control Act 1996, that has been amended 6 times in the last 12 years. So what I'm focused on, I would like to see more responsibility with the owners.
All right, Ian.
Yeah. Look, I agree with that.
More responsibility with the owners.
Yeah,
okay,
I agree with that. I think
it
is about the owners. My first job actually was in a kennel, and I got more nips from the little ones like your wee thing than I did from the big dogs. But they were, but dogs, we had Rottweilers, we had Dobermans, we had the whole, all the dogs that have been called dangerous in the past, and they're all fine because they had good owners and they were well looked after. So it comes back to the ownership.
So it's all about the owner.
And it also comes back to enforcement from
hands up, because I've been confused about this issue for years. Hands up if you think that it's all about the owner. Hands up. That's like 80% of people. I didn't know. Is it right? Is it about the owner? I thought it was about the dog.
No, actually, it absolutely is about the owner. If you allow your dog to run free, that's a vicious dog, and these dogs attacked 3 of them at once. That's basically child abuse. Somebody has not taken care enough with their animal to ensure that they were housed properly, gated properly, and a child has been set upon. That's abuse, and it should be punished. And the dogs and the dog owners need to take responsibility.
So my question is, what should happen to the owner?
The owner should be prosecuted. I believe that they should. But whether or not that's a fine or made to do dog training courses, but the dogs in this case, they'll be put down.
Kevin?
Yeah, dogs do what they're trained to do. So, sure, a bull mastiff, will cause more damage if it bites you than your dog.
Banjo.
Banjo. But I mean, the fact is, of the dog attacks that have happened this year, only a small minority have been from so-called dangerous dogs.
Do you own a dog?
No, we don't. So
you own 2 dogs?
2 dogs.
What we've got to do is
I own a dog. But I like dogs that don't go bigger than this.
All right, just like
I've got one that size and one that size.
Oh, what's the big dog?
It's a Dalmatian.
A Dalmatian. Oh, beautiful. Okay. I'll come to the audience soon, but Hayley, you've got a guest here.
I do. Anya Dale, the Chief Scientific Officer at the SPCA. First, what to you is a dangerous dog?
Under the Dog Control Act, a dangerous dog is one that is classified as behaving in a dangerous manner. But to me, personally, any dog has the potential to be dangerous, just like any dog has the potential to be a well-socialised, well-trained dog that's owned by a responsible owner.
So you don't agree that we should ban certain breeds?
So breed-specific legislation internationally has been shown time and time again to not reduce dog bites. So if the key issue is to reduce this massive societal issue that causes extensive physical and psychological harm, if that is the goal, then bringing in more breed-specific legislation, because of course we already have it with Schedule 4 under the Dog Control Act, will not reduce dog bites.
Now we know dogs are animals, and actually, humans are too. So how do you make humans bring up a dog right?
Right, so the SPCA advocates for responsible dog ownership, and there is a number of things that are part of that. First of all, it's about proper socialisation, finding the right dog for the right owner, training in the appropriate reward-based manner, having appropriate fencing and containment within your garden, exercising the dog properly, basically meeting its physical health and behavioural needs.
Who's got time for that?
Well, we should all have time for that if we're responsible dog owners.
Especially my parents have just got a new dog yesterday, and if anyone's got any ideas for names, it's a lovely female border collie. Are they a dangerous dog?
No, they're not a dangerous dog at all. However, the border collies do feature in the dog bite statistics, but trained well, with responsible owners, absolutely not. Brilliant dogs, wonderful, very intelligent, need lots of enrichment.
There you go, pressure, Mum and Dad.
All right, hey, calling for name suggestions for Hayley's mum's dog at Backbenders TV. You'll get a free mug. We'll post it out to you. So name suggestion for Hayley's mum's dog. But hands up in the audience. Who's a dog owner? Hands up. Anybody? There's one guy right at the back there, Hayley. Go.
Only one.
Go to
Who's
him.
the dog owner back here?
So are you, Marama, are you?
Anyone a dog owner? Here we go. So what kind of dog do you have?
A black Labrador.
And they're quite a friendly dog, aren't they?
Well, my dog's very friendly, yes.
Some would say lazy.
He eats a lot, yeah. Yeah.
Now, what have you actually done to train him to be a sociable dog?
We had a lot of dog training classes at first, but my mum's an early childhood teacher, so we took him to kindergarten and whatnot, got him quite involved with...
Set him among the children, did you?
Well, no, we trained him to be comfortable around young children and stuff like that. So he's quite comfortable with children, yeah.
You sound like a very responsible dog owner. Do we have any bad dog owners? No? No, back to you guys.
All right, so what do you reckon? How do you resolve this issue, Kevin? Because this is going to keep on going, isn't it? It's going to be in the news where the 7-year-old who got 100 stitches there, and you kind of can't convince me that these massive dogs, whether or not it's the owner's fault, should just be run around free.
I think there's a couple of things. I think we could actually license owners. I think we should have mandatory education of owners.
Do you agree with that, Parmjeet? Licensed owners?
So in this case, what happened in the weekend, I think it was about access as well, because they were kind of work dogs to me. So access to work dogs and combined with, as I said, ownership responsibility. That's really important. Because for local councils, what they do is they respond to complaints, not ensure compliance.
Is there a will in Parliament to do this, Ian?
I think it's actually got to be about really serious consequences for the owners. So if you owned a gun and someone was accidentally shot with that gun, you'd be held responsible for it. And I think it's the same with a dog as well.
But is there a will in Parliament?
Look, I don't detect a particular will in Parliament at the moment, but if it's something that people do bring to us and push it, yeah.
Listen, there are dog owners who are just lovers of animals all across this nation. I think if we had some regulations like the Warren of Fitness on homes that said extends to your grounds when you own pets, then that should be enforceable.